roads in California are not very good.
Your destination is on the left.
But there's a lot of cars out here too. Okay, so we just had lunch at the Fishitarian. I had crab cakes and they were awesome with the sweet potato fries with organic ketchup. That was just really, really good. And Chuck had the ahi tuna sandwich and it was rare. And Hefe did great. So now we're gonna head back to Highway 1. Beautiful. So we ate lunch and we're back on the Highway 1. And oh, this looks like a beautiful overlook up here. Man, the waves are crashing out there. This is the Arced Rock Overlook. Look how pretty that is. It's beautiful. You can see the highway goes down the coast. Oh, this is the Russian River? Oh, how cool. Russian River Valley. Okay, so we pulled over at the entrance of the Russian River into the ocean, right here. And Russian River Valley, or Russian River wine and beer is like really, really good. We're gonna go to Russian River Brewing tonight, and Chuck's excited because he's gonna get his Pliny Day Elder. We're on curvy coastal road. Mr. Hefe won't sit down. But we think he's enjoying it, and he's getting a workout on his balance. What you think, Hef? You're just taking it all in. We're gonna make you tired tonight. Alright, so we just left the 101 and turned on Skag Springs Road. It's like so cool. It's like foresty. Is there anybody behind us? Yeah. Okay, good. We're the only people who turned on this road, so. It's very cool. The trees look huge. I didn't know if these were redwoods, but Chuck thought the redwoods were bigger. Look how tall they are. I mean, look at that one. That one looks like a big tree. So this is cool. So we're on here for 47 miles, and then we hit 101, which I think we were on yesterday, 101, and then we take that back to our hotel. But this will be a different section of 101 than what we drove yesterday after we get there. But the coastline was pretty. That one's huge.
It's like 45 trees.
Alright, so here we are on a one-lane bridge. It looks clear. And the river's dried up. That was cool. This is a curvy road. We were going 47 miles and we've only gone 7 miles. So we're still headed towards 101 and we're going through some wine country. There are places look nice. The Talty Vineyards. We're at Russian River Brewing. Chuck's been looking forward to this forever because they have Pliny de Elder, which is, I guess, the best IPA that anybody makes, and it was started here. So we're in the little outdoor seating area with Hefe, and there's a lot of people out here. The tables are really far apart too, but this looks like a cool place. We're getting chicken wings, a meatball sub, and the pizza bites. Their pizza is supposed to be really good. Thank you. You haven't tasted yet. Oh, and I got this cider. It's a different cider. Golden State Cider. Apple-driven Sonoma County, California. And this is the Jamaica. It's really good. How is it?
It's good. That's their regular IPA. Okay.
Here we are in Yountsville at the Silver Trident Winery. Chuck and I had their wine on Oceana, like, I don't know, forever ago. And I ended up coming here so that we could get a bottle of wine. It was great. And a cute little town here. Alright, so we're back on the road. We drove through a lot of Napa and St. Helena, and Yountsville is where we stopped to get the Silver Trident. The wineries are cool. They're all different. I have no idea how anybody decides which one of these they're going to go to. And the lady was telling me at Silver Trident that the younger wines make a lot more, the younger grapes make a lot more wines. That's Cake Bread there. Here's Sequoia Grove. A lot of these we've never even heard of. And it just doesn't look like that many vines. But anyway, she said California makes up 6% of the wines. Yeah. Oh yeah, that one has a lot of grapes. I don't know if you can see it in the photos. Those are big. But they're all different. The Opus one was really cool. They didn't even really have much of a sign, because I guess you have to be able to spend a lot of money to go there. Like Fijiu, never even heard of that one. I just don't know how people make a living selling wine. There's so many wines. They're so different. But we're gonna head over to a lake now on the way back to Sacramento. We just came by the lake ferry Essa. And there was a pretty river over on the right. See how pretty it is? The watercolor is beautiful. Chuck saw people fishing, so he's jealous. I don't know how they were getting down there. Oh wow, there's some deer over there. Hi puppy. Very cool. Right next to the river. They probably were just down there drinking. We pulled over at this little stream. Where the deer were earlier, a little bit farther down the road, there was a place you could pull over, and Chuck's gonna go look down into the water and make some pictures. And look for fish. It's a cute little area. So today is Thursday, August 12th, and we're on our way to Yosemite. We have our park registration with us and our park pass. We've heard that the lines to get in on the weekdays take an hour, and on the weekends it takes 3 hours. There's been relatively few people on the road, so we're hoping that it's not going to be super crowded. School started back in a lot of places already this week, and so hopefully not as many tourists. Hefe's in his bed. Say hi, Mr. Hefe. He looks like a little alligator right there. But we left Modesto this morning and we stopped to get a sandwich, and the sandwich shop was closed today because of a power outage. So we ended up going down the road though, and we got lucky to find another grocery store. So we have sandwiches to eat, so hopefully we can do a little picnic in the park, and hopefully that'll be a good day. The fire warning was extreme on the sign, but it doesn't look smoky or smell smoky, so. Alright, so we just got to Yosemite, and they said wait times could be an hour on the weekdays, but we're here and we're about 4 or 5 cars back, not too far, and hopefully all goes smoothly. Here we are in Yosemite. We got into the park fine. Like I said, only 4 cars, so it was like super fast. And now we're in a tunnel. It's kind of cool. We're on our way to find a place to have lunch. You can look down there. Very cool. I think we're gonna go through another tunnel. I think it said something about a tunnel. The trees are super tall. So we're at the bottom of the river. Get a picture of that. Right, so we stopped at this little picnic area, bathrooms, which are outhouses, and they have little tables, so we had gotten our lunch earlier. We're gonna walk down to the river here. I think they said it was Cathedral Rock. Picnic area. There's the big rock. It's Mr. Hefe. This grass is, sand's kind of hot. Isn't that cool? We had to stop once for some construction, but otherwise it was nice. Nice and fast. Pretty easy to get in here. A lot of people down on the water. Alright, on to our next stop. We're back on the road again. You can see all the redwood trees. Or so we think, anyway. The bark looks red when we saw some of them kind of cut back. But on our way to our next stop, which I think we're just gonna drive through the Yosemite Village and then head to El Capitan for that stop. Alright, so we just passed the visitor center and we're coming out towards the exit, which is a ways to go, but it's really pretty. We're like in the valley, so you can see all of the rocks around us and some of the red trees earlier, and lots of people out hiking. Of course we can't hike because of Mr. Hefe, but it is pretty dang hot out too. But it feels good, like when you're sitting there, we were sitting there and there's the swinging, I think it was called Swinging Bridge over there. There was no parking, so we couldn't stop and get any video or pictures. But it's really sad at some of the areas. Like here's the trail to Yosemite Falls. Some of the areas are burnt by fires. It's just really sad to see. But that's so far been all of California. Every place we've been, it looks like there's been a lot of fires. but surprisingly, we only got stopped that one time in some construction, and it doesn't seem all that crowded considering. It's a little wobbly today. It was nice to eat earlier already, and it's 12:53, so we're doing really good on time. We've got maybe one more stop or two more stops at the most, maybe two, and then we'll be ready to drive to Fresno. This seems to be mostly about hiking. Don't you think?
Yeah.
I mean, the cars are all pulled over, everybody's hiking. Here we are at the El Capitan. You can see all the logs that are down. It's weird. And the dead trees. No. That is so cool. So we're just surrounded by the rocks.
There's a couple of campers here. I wonder if you can camp here.
I don't know. Not with the day use only pass. But yeah, I think you can get overnight passes maybe. There are quite a few vans.
All sorts of tours.
Oh, tours. Yep. So here we are at the Valley View. We think anyway. It's very pretty. The power of glaciers. El Capitan, 30,000 years old. Centennial Rock, 10,000 years old. And Cathedral Rocks. And then there's the Brideville Falls. Can you see the falls? It's supposed to be to the right. Alright, so we stopped at the Tunnel View. And so here's one of those signs that tells you what's what. Artist Point. Park-like nature of Yosemite as it looked in the mid-19th century. That's beautiful. We're gonna go through the tunnel. Exiting Yosemite, it's 1:22.
Take a picture.
That's what it looked like. Is this two lanes? Oh yeah, because it's two ways here. So we did pretty good. I think it's a couple hours to Fresno, maybe? Did we cross over this tunnel with the other tunnel? It's like super, super long. It didn't look that far. What the heck would happen if this ever like caved in? I can't even imagine. What surprises me is there's really a lot of one-way roads in here. And I don't know, it doesn't seem like a good thing. Maybe it is. Maybe it keeps people constantly moving in one direction. Because some people just don't like to move. I gotta say, California has the worst drivers. We've seen so many bad drivers in California. This is pretty and foresty here. so sad here. You can see all of the burnt trees. It just seems like everywhere we go, there's burnt trees. And you just wonder, does somebody throw out a cigarette and burn all of this? And then how do you get it out? Because it hasn't rained in forever, so Chuck was saying they take those big planes next to Uncle Mars here, dump stuff onto the fire and put it out. Of course, we're a long way from Sacramento, so I'm sure they're probably coming from someplace else closer by here. But it's sad. Look, those are some big trees. Little baby bears.
Where's Mama Bear? Oh shit, there goes a big bear.
Oh wow, keep going.
Damn, that thing almost
Keep
got
going.
hit by a car.
Oh, okay. I don't want her coming over here. Don't scare her. You see the bear puppy? Okay, get out of here. Did you see the big bear? He wasn't very big, was he, Half? But they had little babies. Yeah. Thank goodness they made it across the road okay. Your little eyes are still so big. There's the waterfalls. I can't believe we just saw bears. That's so cool. Okay, so today is Friday, August the 13th, and we made it to Sequoia National Park. First we went through the King Canyon Park just a little way, but now we're in Sequoia National Park, and we're headed for the General Sherman tree, just the biggest tree by volume, I think is what they say, in the world. It's going to be a bit of a hike to get there, so Chuck and I are going to take turns. But it's pretty foresty here. This is more what I thought Yellowstone was going to be like. But it's really pretty. Alstead Meadow. Yeah. It's pretty. Oh yeah, your way's prettier. I just love how foresty it is. There's some big trees and some little trees. Lots of little trees. Here we are at the Sherman Tree Trail.
Good attitude, good walking legs. Good attitude, good walking legs.
Okay, so here we are on the trail. We've got cute little benches for people to sit at. Chuck said the walk is pretty steep up because we're going downhill. They also said that it's harder coming back up because of the elevation. But all I know is people are really huffing and puffing as they're coming back. So looks like maybe that's the trail down there. All right, till we get there.
This represents that this is. You can't even get it all in one frame.
I like how foresty it is. This is the giant forest. Oh, this is like one way.
Do you see the doggy?
Okay, he's close to me. This is a really pretty park. That's cool.
There's a parking lot.
Oh. What's that say? It's like an otter thing. Otter looking thing? What the heck?
Parker Group.
That is huge. Huge. It's very cool. Okay, so here we are coming out of Sequoia, on the way back down from the Sherman log. And there's this beautiful like valley view. So we're out of the redwoods and kind of starting to turn more dry and rocky. Here we go, Tunnel Rock. Very cool. Can't drive through anymore, they have it blocked off, but it's pretty cool.